It's the CP18 controller, which is the current controller used on a lot of JUKI machines. I'm going to go over some real basic operator settings here. These are the back tack stitches. This is the back tack in the beginning. This is the back tack at the end. And there's also a little dot you want to be aware of. How this works is if you push this button right here, it turns all the back tacks off. Now your machine will just sew without reversing automatically. So in that position, you start to sew, the machine just sews forward, you go back, it trims. There's no reverses performed automatically. So probably one of the features that's used the most is to turn the reverse on. So you do that by doing this. Click. Now we have, the default was 4 and I've changed it to 3. 3 in the beginning and 3 in the end. So if you want to change these, it's pretty simple what you're going to do here. Every time you push this button, another number flashes. So while you're on that number, either increase or decrease the amount of stitches that you want. So we'll just put it up on 4. Move over to the next number, put it on 4. Move over to the next number, put it on 4. Move on to the next number, put it on 4. Now we're completely done, so we'll just go ahead and press the enter button. Think of that as the enter button right there. Now what's going to happen with the back tack set on 4 is when I start to sew, it'll automatically sew 4 stitches by itself. And when I'm done and I heel, it'll repeat that same function at the end. It'll sew 4 stitches by itself, trim the thread, and we end up with automatic back stitching. Now, the enter button will cycle you through 3 different positions of the back tack. This is kind of the normal, a single back tack. In other words, it went forward and back and then took off sewing. If you wanted to do it double, you hit this once and see the little deal popped up here. And if you want double in the end, push the one right below it. Just think of that, right? The button right below it controls that. If you push this button one more time, you get rid of the back tacks. Now, say you just wanted to back tack only at the end but not at the beginning. Well, you could leave the front one off and turn the back one on. Now you'll have no reverses in the beginning and you'll have the reverses done automatically at the end, and you could do the similar thing over here. No back tacks at the end, only in the beginning. You can turn them all off, turn them back and forth on. If they're both on, you hit this one, kicks them both on and off. So you got a lot of different options for you yourself there. We did the reverse. Now you might want to try the, they call it a line tack. What this will do, depending on how these buttons are set, this will sew 4 forward, 4 back, and 4 forward. It'll do it 5 times. So if you want to repeat a line tack, or set these buttons. This is the factory default, 4, 4, 5 times. So say you want to change this differently. So what you'd want to do is you want to select this number, and let's just make it 2. And then we'll make this one 2. We'll make this one 2. And we'll just do it 4 times, okay? So we'll go over to So we're going to now do 2, 2, 2, 4 times. So let's try our setting. So we'll just put this under here. So if you need to make a lot of little tacks like that, you could do that just with a one touch of the pedal. So let's put this thing back into a common sewing mode, reverse stitching when you start again. But let's say you want to know when your bobbin's going to run out. This is a really cool feature. Just push this I button for a second. And I'll say BBN for bobbin. And you'll see a number here. Right now it has to be a negative 53. And the reason that number is as I'm sewing, so the numbers increase. I'll show you how that can help you. So you get your machine, put that on, hit the negative button, resets it to 0. Now have a fully wound bobbin of the thread you're using, and just start sewing. And as you're sewing, you notice, see those numbers increase. So just for the heck of it, let's say we just about ran out of thread on now. Let's say about 20. Let's go take it to 20. So what we're going to do here now, trim our thread, and we're going to reset this to 0. Now we knew at 20 we ran out, so let's hit the positive button and then bring it up to 20. Now you'd have a way bigger number than 20, but I'm doing this to show you the features of the machine. Now with it set on 20, what's going to happen? So it's going to start counting down in reverse. And when we get down to 0, it'll start beeping. And that will let us know, hey, you're about to run out of bobbin thread. So you adjust that for the amount of thread that you have on your bobbin. Now here's a couple functions that a lot of people ask us about. The default on the foot lifter is it stays up. When you sew, when you trim, the foot stays up like that. Some people say, hey, I don't want it to be up, I want it to be down. And then the other default that it does is when you start sewing, bam, it takes off at its own speed. And some people don't like that. They want to be able to control that reverse speed, and they want to be able to have the foot go up and down themselves with their heel. So we can show you how to change that. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a change on program 55 and program 59. So in order to make that change, we're going to have to go into programming mode, and that's done by turn the machine off, hold this button right here, and then turn the power on. Okay, so programs 55 and 59. 55 is the foot lifting program, and the default is 1. So we're going to change that to 0, and then we are going to go to program 59. We're going to change it to 0, and then always increase one more program. Turn the power off, and then turn it back on. So with the power on in our new settings, you notice the foot's down. Now when I heel back, it comes up. Every time I heel back, it comes up. And this lets me position the material around. Now when I start to sew, the reverse, if I push a little bit, reverse is going to start very slow. So I'm controlling how fast it reverses. Whereas before it was a one-shot like at the end. So if you want to change that, that's how you do it.